We're live. Hey, everybody. We're here with Neon Space. We got Louis and Mark here with us.
Hello,
everybody.
How's y'all day going?
It is going good. Sorry, I'm just posting that we're going live really quick.
Yeah, going well. We have more stuff to talk about these days since the Nifty token sale. Now we can really start to lean into our big plans here. So it's fun to be able to have stuff we can go to our shows and talk about. Crypto Monkey sale, or I guess not sale. I guess Crypto Monkey drop went very well from the looks of it. Metaforce on Saturday.
We're pretty much all working hard on behind the scenes as well. Max is in the other room rendering stuff out on his computer as we speak. But
yeah, we can tease some of that stuff a little bit later. It looks really good. Max really loves the Metaforce reference art, so like he's getting really excited about it. So it's fun to see him nerd out about it. Particularly, like he has a background working as a visual effects artist in Marvel movies as well. Specifically, I think he did worked on Iron Man and some of the Avengers movies and stuff like that. So he's definitely very inspired.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see it. And we have some Crypto Monkeys packs to be given away on stream today as well. So
yeah, and that was like sort of on accident for their 19th, or I mean on the 19th for their 1-year anniversary. We meant to release it much earlier, but it got delayed so long that it just happened to turn out to be a good time to release it. But yeah, we got 1 card packs and there's 4 rarities. You want to show those off, Mark? Actually, I think that's a good time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we'll pretend like we did it from the beginning. That was our whole plan, but in reality, we're just rolling with it. We do our best. We're very loose here.
The truth is, we really wanted to do pre-minted packs, so we were waiting for the Nifty token so we could stake it, and we thought that would be out like by August or July, and it just took a lot longer than we thought to be able to do what we wanted to do. But the timing kind of worked out well. That's also why we're doing our Metaforce drop now, is because now we're able to make our own pre-minted packs and drop that through Nifty.
Yeah, so let's see. So we 100% freely distributed this, and following the precedent from Crypto Monkeys. So we did a pool for Crypto Monkey holders, a pool for Neon Space holders, and then distributed through bounty blocks. We also gave a handful to other streamers, other projects that do giveaways as well, and then a portion for us to do giveaways since we do marbles every day. So I think there was 1,725 packs total, 1 card packs. Let's see. I think I shared audio, but I honestly don't remember, so we'll find out. Whoops. And that is on the wrong screen. We're gonna do it over.
Audio works though.
Okay, perfect.
So that's the Neon rarity.
And the Neon rarity every time.
25 mints.
Yeah, so 25 mints. So that's the highest rarity. I say every time, since we've been doing a lot of shows about this, that Lewis did his own monkey noises for that. So Lewis does all the music.
That's true. I also YouTubed. I tried to find ape noises, grunting. I watched a bunch of wildlife videos. None of them sounded right, so I just did it myself. I just did some grunting.
Did you ever play Super Monkey Ball?
I did play Super Monkey Ball. I like that game a lot. Specifically the first couple ones, more so.
Whoops.
I always thought their audio was hilarious.
Yeah, I really like that game. I think they just did a remaster for the Switch, which I might pick up.
Ooh, yeah.
This is our late rarity. This one has 400 mints.
Yeah, so effectively, we do it. So our common would be, and this goes for all the things. So our common is like a static image, 1,200 mints.
We call that dim in our collection.
The uncommon would be lit, which has the animation, and then you get into camera movement and then music at the top rarity for the neon. So
also they're within Neon City. The first 2 rarities are not in the fictional universe we created, because Max, our 3D artist, has actually created a city. All of these signs exist within the same city, and you can see some of them in the background of the other ones. and you get to see the city a little bit in glow, and then it actually like pans out on the neon. But those 2 rarities are within Neon City, and the other 2 are not. We also have this game going on. If anybody wants to join us, let me get the link really quick. Stream Raiders. I think we can do this while we're not streaming. We'll find out real quick.
If not, I probably need to get Stream Raiders. Either way, I need to get this. It looks super fun.
I just posted the link in the chat. But this game, it's free to play. It's not a blockchain game. But every 5 minutes, you can place a unit, and the streamer can place 1 unit. So basically, if you all don't place enough units, we lose as the streamers. So we need you to like populate the battlefield and fight together. It looks like it's working. Yamster's already in here. Yamster hard carries us most of the time. Yamster is probably our best fighter. So thank you for showing up, Yamster. Let's see. I'll put my Templar down, like kind of a tank guy. Then you can see the stats here. It's got 198 hit points and 40 damage, and then you kind of do the math, like 14 damage, 24 hit points. Going to mow through that guy. And these people. So this battle doesn't look too tough. Only 2 skulls. I believe in us. We'll stomp them. Did you get the newest Moonies drop, Sonika?
Yeah, I got the automatic one from the med card. I have not been very good at drops lately. I feel like I've been.
I don't have the access, but I do have like I just have the linked roll, and then like I've been lucky and I've got the last 2 ones just from like the actual public drop, and I'm happy, especially because I got like the banana one because big fan of banana and crypto monkeys. That's what got me in the NFT space. I was like, oh, if I want one of these, well, if I want one, I want the wax one. Then the second one I would want is the banana one. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I thought they looked super cool, the banana ones.
Me too. Even like the base one, like the not limited one, still looks super cool.
Yeah, that was the one I got. I like the yellow one.
I was definitely like even if I pull a higher one, I'm gonna end up buying the base one just because I like the way that one looks. But I also pulled like the base. I've pulled nothing but commons from that collection basically. But I was still like getting a drop feels like an accomplishment. So like even just landing the drop sale, I'm like that was the RNG. Like screw what I pull. Like I got something. I'm happy.
Yeah, and definitely like I don't know. I feel like it's just RNG on whether or not I'm like ready that day, which
yeah, if you're not on your computer just looking, like you're probably not going to get it. But I actually saw it. I don't know if they meant to, but like they made the listing 24 hours in advance and they didn't announce it. But I saw the listing get listed on Nefty, even though I was like, oh, what is this? And then like poked in, and then it like turned out it was. So yeah, I don't know. They will continue to do that. They might list the sales later, but there was a little bit of notice if you were really sneaky. I don't know why I was looking at, like I just happened to be looking at the new listings on Nefty, and it was like the newest listing.
I'm trying to.
Did you get that Crypto Monkey pack drop? There's still some left. Oh wait, I gotta get whitelisted. Shit.
Yeah, you needed to. If your account was holding 19 monkeys, you were whitelisted into that pack sale for free. And I think there's only the amount of people that were whitelisted, so it's like they're there just for whoever wants to come claim them if you were on the whitelist.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I put all my crypto monkeys in a separate wallet. I literally just did it so I could make a wallet that says Mark's Monkeys. That's 100% white.
Yeah, you should have 2. You should get 1. They dropped 1 to anybody who's 19 monkeys, and then the sale is open to anybody who's 19 monkeys. So you should be able to get 2 free packs.
I know. I love it, especially being this early in Wax to be able to have these like 12 character like custom wallets feels so good. Max just got the extension .ftw and he's real stoked about that.
That's a good one.
I didn't realize that's also what like he might have just made a genius purchase because that's like one of the default ones on EOS, I think, or wherever. Like Ricardo's is like something .ftw. I was like, oh, do you own that? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, did you get that from Max? He's like, no, this is an EOS wallet. And I was like, oh, then how'd you get that? He's like, oh, it's just like one of the default ones. I'm like, so if people want to like have the same wallet address on Wax as EOS, they might have to buy it for Max, basically.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's like
particularly
not a bad
as
extension.
you know, like as blockchain gaming becomes more of a thing, and you know, Wax is pretty well established to support that kind of stuff. It's great.
Davis 530. Max just wrote a guide on how to do a 12-character wallet. I'll post it in our Discord if you're not in the Neon Space Discord, or
Oh
if
my
you are in
gosh!
the
Like
Neon Space
Ricardo
Discord.
heard us say his name, and then he just
Yeah.
pops into the chat.
What's going on, Ricardo?
Ricardo, and then he just appears. Yeah, so yeah, you can make custom wallets that are 12 characters long through like wax.blocks.io, and you need to do it like through an Anchor wallet. So you couldn't do it as a web wallet, but you can also bid on wallet extensions, which you would basically pay for. To explain, that's a little long-winded, but effectively, like, you can buy like dot extensions, and so a lot of collections do that. And that one does not have a character limit of 12. So we purchased dot neon not too long ago, and then Max, our other team member, for his own personal collection, did dot FTW. But there's all kinds of stuff, like Funko, for example. They own the dot Funko extension, so they can list their collections under that dot extension stuff. So it is kind of fun for customization on Wax, particularly.
It's also like
Sneaker.
it's also
do you have your own dot extension? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's good utility for here. I just posted this Google document. That's a step-by-step guide that Mac made with pictures, how to make like a new custom wallet name. And he shows you like how to download the key generator, like step by step. He's like, nobody's done it like exactly just for this to make an Anchor wallet with the new name. So it's like, you can check that out. I can also drop a Discord link. One sec. We can also, if you want to start doing giveaway stuff, Sonya, we can do that. We don't have to sit and watch the screen.
Yeah, we have CryptoMonkey packs to give away.
Yeah, here we can play some racing.
So these are all through airdrops. These are all like they're 100% given away through airdrops and giveaways. So if you want some of those, you're in the right place. As I'm trying to.
Oh, Jolly beat me to the Discord invite.
Go.
Thank you, Jolly.
Gonna get a monkey draw.
Jolly also just spanked
My
me in
Wi-Fi
Hacksball last night.
Struggled there for a little bit.
We were testing new maps in Hacksball, and I was 1v1ing versus Jolly, and Jolly's like much better than I am. It was like I thought I was getting pretty good at that game, but no. I think Jolly also had like 300 ping, like super lag, and I was still just getting wrecked. It was not a good look for me.
I think just being from Europe, it's just you're just naturally better at soccer.
Do y'all know how to control this game?
I don't. I think it's the same thing as marbles. You just follow the camera.
Yeah, it should all be automated. I don't think there's any commands you can do like Crittercraft and stuff like that.
There's Jolly in the chat saying I had a high ping. I know you had a high ping, Jolly. You don't need to rub it in.
Just what a flex.
Jolly was also beating, I think, was it DNA that came in or Tune? Somebody else came in and he was winning pretty easily 2-on-1 versus us. So on a couple of the levels.
The game's hard.
It's harder than it looks, yeah.
I don't keep up with all the writer. Like when I was playing the writer, someone's like, "Yeah, I grew up playing this game." It's like I didn't know this existed until like 2 weeks ago. So I am brand new to this, and I'm also not good at soccer. So my strategy is probably horrible.
Seeing where I should put the screens. I put a character down in the.
Oh hell yeah! I totally got these. I got these CryptoMonkey packs. I can open them on stream if you guys want to.
Yamster, you're being modest. Yamster, I think you won like 3 packs last night playing Hacksball. Your team won almost every single time, and like you were the only one that happened to. So I think you are part of the deciding factor in why your team's winning. But that was you, right, Yamster? I think you won a bunch of packs last night. I don't know. That was Yamster. Got a yep. Yeah, we were doing a Hacksball, and then the top 3 winners, like we'd do a marble race of the winners of the Hacksball team, and whoever's top 3 on the Hacksball winning team would get CryptoMonkey packs. It's pretty fun.
That's a cool way of doing it. Like the 2-tiered game, basically.
several gamified way of giveaway. That's also just so we can play more games. Like I'd love to give one to every single person on the winning team, but we'll burn through the packs super fast if you're giving away like 6 to 8 packs every single game.
Yeah. I think we've got almost everybody entered I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to control this well.
I'm excited to watch you try
see.
for the first time.
Oh, I didn't know it counts down for a full minute. Okay.
I remember when you're doing your marble stream, I was like DMing you the controls. You're like, I don't know how to. I was like tab, like alt. And then I also told you the wrong controls a bunch of times because I'm bad at controls.
Yeah, the first time I remember that. It's like a big
how everything has
flashback.
changed since then. Like
Yeah.
marbles are everywhere now.
It took me forever to figure out how to go up and down.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is not like
Something just
super easy to figure out either.
Yeah,
and then it's also glitchy where like first place person isn't actually in first and will take you to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit
Somebody will
one,
fall
it'll
off the
make you
map.
follow someone who's already just launching off the map. Yeah, it looks smooth when like someone who knows what they're doing is controlling it, but it actually is like a decent bit of manual input. I feel like as an observer, you're like, it's probably just it's automatic camera. It actually takes a lot of.
I make it look easy because I do it so often.
I feel like there should be a way to like I can make like a oh wow. Like if I could make a pre-recorded route that it goes down throughout the race.
Oh, like
That
you
way the
could
camera's
set like
smooth.
a track that follows, or like set a movement that follows the track.
The thing I would really
Yeah.
like
Oh,
is
that's
multiple
smart, yeah.
cameras. Like if you could make like your own little like production studio and you could have two cameramen, then one could always be doing the wide shot and then one could be following the first. So then if like the first place camera falls off, you cut to the wide really quick and then go back. But like, I don't know. I don't think they're that concerned about making it a like full TV studio for streaming, but they should.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
streaming
good
game.
question.
A lot of people like oh wow, that's a wrap.
Yeah, it gets real crazy, especially when they go on these jumps and people just start launching into nowhere, or they're like slam into each other. And
School City with like the pictures and everything is pretty cool. Like fake ads in front of the stands.
I'll post the link
shortcut.
I can't even tell who's in first. I think it's oh yeah.
Oh, I am the KY. It looks like, yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Put a link that's talking about the thing you will win for this race. So the Crypto Monkeys collaboration sign release. We don't have the medium up for our sale yet, but we'll have probably by the end of the night some more information about our sale coming up this Saturday, the 25th.
Yeah, so that's our latest next full street. It's a collab with Metaphors, 5 signs, 3 and 5 card packs, $1 per NFT. Each of them would be the 5 champions, or the 5, I guess, citizens, changing into their champion. And then it'll be 5 of those across our 4 rarities. And then I guess a full supernova, which would be the entire street, which we auction off for charity for each of our paid drops.
That won't be until after the sale, though. The sale is Saturday. And then the way our distribution works is 80% for this will be a public sale, or it might be some sort of like whitelist requirement sale for some of it, but 80% will be sold. And then 20% we airdrop for free in 1-card packs, like these Crypto Monkey packs. But that's our distribution model for like all of our new signs on streets for packs. Pretty much all packs we end up distributing 20%, which is kind of raffled off to people who hold our stuff. And it's not like 1 per account. If you hold 1,000 assets, that's like 1,000 raffle tickets, but you could still get none, which we learned this last drop because it's RNG.
It just goes fully into the stands. Oh wow.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh wow. They're all going in the stands. It'll reset you after a second, so I guess.
Also, it's cool that y'all do the single card airdrops.
Yeah, we like building in the RNG
distribution
factor. So like, opening packs is definitely a part of the space for sure. So instead of just giving you like airdropping you an NFT, we airdrop you the opportunity for RNG, which I think that's also appreciate.
What got us into the space is Crypto Monkeys. They airdrop 19% of their collection. And and we were fans of that. That's what got us into buying TLM, and that's what got us our entire stake in Wax. Really, was buying a bunch of TLM to try to farm those airdrops. So they're also like the distribution is if you're like one of the top stakers on Neri, they also airdrop to those people. And I learned it would take me way longer to play Alien Worlds than it would be just like buy the TLM I needed. And I was like, it's taking so long to get TLM. People are not going to catch up to me if I just buy it. And I did that, and it got added to Binance, and then was worth a lot more. But we got into the space from CryptoMonkeys. We wanted to airdrop, but the thing we were a little disappointed with was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row we would get airdrop the same common sign. Where it's like it'd be nice if it was like you could at least get a different rarity or there's some sort of chance for RNG. So we like the idea of dropping packs to people because then even if you get the same sign, you at least have the chance to get a rare version of that sign. You might just get 5 commons if you open 5 packs, but you could also get a 1 of 25, which is super cool.
Yeah. That way, like, yeah, what you said. I'm very distracted by this game. I'm trying to focus on both.
It's hard to drive these things.
Yeah.
Crypto monkeys are a gateway drug. 100%. Oh man,
I agree.
So yeah, we try to build like we try to keep our mint structure relatively tight. We use ultra rare as a model for that to try and make sure that even the commons have a decently.
I would say we were closer to Metaforce for that. Like, we really like ultra rare, but they have so many unique assets. There's like, we only have 5 signs, so we don't have as many unique assets as they do. They have like 100 unique assets and like a bunch of variations. We don't do as much. So like, we have like their commons are rarer than ours, but like Metaforce, they only have like 5 main characters, and then there's 5 villains, and then there's also like 5 of the civilians. So we're closer to their mint structure, but we have less mints than Metaforce. But I wouldn't say we're like exactly the same as ultra rare for our commons. Then our stuff,
sure,
everything above the common is closer to ultra rare. We have like 25, 100, and 400.
But we try to build utility in the commons since you will get them more frequently because it'll go from 1200 to 400 as far as the mint structure.
If you open packs, you're getting commons because it's a 70% chance, and we don't have that many cards, so you're going to get duplicates. And because of that, we made Burn Street, and Burn Street is a way that you can use our commons, which we call DIMs, as a currency, and you can blend them into rare stuff. So currently we have multiple super blends available where you can turn 2 of our DIMs into a lit, so you're turning a 1200 mint into a 400 mint, 2 of them, so you're getting something rarer that's more than twice as rare as the thing you're burning.
Yeah, so the commons kind of act as like a currency. I mean, we tried to deliberately make the commons a static image so you could display them in Uplift as well. But particularly these days, its best utility is to use in these burn blends. So maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks, we try to just keep bringing out new assets, new things to collect, and then you can burn your commons, any 2 commons, into that new burn asset. And we just started doing like our Naked Neon series, which is basically
do you want to show that off real quick, Mark? Atomic Hub, you can just look up the template.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I feel like it's easier to just show than describe.
Yeah, that's very true.
Also, it looks super badass, so I want to see it. I'm so jealous I couldn't get our naked blends. There's only 55 total. 50 are normal naked, and then 5 are shine. And like the shine ones look so cool, but they're so rare, and like the blend closed almost immediately. So it's just they're going to be really competitive, I think, for our future. Ooh, that's Metaforce.
So here's we just got this hot off the press. So this is the Metaforce pack asset, just to show that off a little bit. But for the Naked Neon, so we did a collab with Atomic King, and so this would be like of the shine, the blend. There's 5 mints of the shine, and then 50 of just the naked. So if you if you look, like our typical ones have this card border.
Yeah, we wanted them to look like collectible cards, but then you have the ability to blend 2 of our commons into like a much rarer 50 max mint, like concept art version, because this is what Paul makes, and then Paul gives it to Max to put it in the city, and then we put card borders around it. So like this is kind of our concept art, which is why we call it naked, because it's like without all the other stuff we add to make it like a digital collectible.
This is like the more purest effect. So we're gonna slowly release naked versions of all of our assets, and those will be accessible through blending of commons rather than them being paid assets. So there's always kind of a use case for these things to collect different things, and we've gotten good feedback that people like this kind of naked structure in addition to the into our normal collectible stuff.
I know
Also,
that's good because like I find myself wanting them super badly, and I feel like if I really want it, then other people are gonna want it too.
here's the
I actually didn't know y'all had started the naked ones. I need to go pick some of those up because
That was our
that's-
first one, and we're doing like the next one's gonna be the pizza sign, the cut my life into pizza. If you have 2 dims of those, you'll have a shot at the naked blend, and that'll be like sometime this week probably.
so this
We're trying
is
to do
the
kind of like sneaky drops though, where we don't announce it super far in advance. It'll be during one of our streams though. That's the hint I'm giving people. Is like the next one we're gonna schedule like during a stream time, so it'll be when we're on air, but I'm not saying what day yet.
yeah. Here, let me share this
so tune
one
in
with audio. I forgot to do the audio part for this one. Here,
Jolly-
let me do this one more time.
Jolly said he can hit you up with the naked sign, Sonika. I think he has a couple extras.
All right,
Oh.
sorry. Let me do this one more time with the
See
music
now.
that Lou put together here. But I really like these. These look really, really good, and so I'm excited for this Metaphors drop.
Well, the frame rate wasn't great,
like the
but
music.
music sounded okay.
Oh, was it lagging a bit?
Yeah, that's also that's gonna have like a card border. That would be a neon without the card border because that hasn't been added yet. These are like Max and Paul are rendering us stuff, and we're sharing it like as they're rendering it, but they still need to be assembled into like the collectible version. Let's see. How is our stream raiders doing?
Yeah.
8 minutes. I think we can win though. We got 58 allies. I'm willing to risk it. If anybody's any last people they want to put on the battlefield, we're gonna start this.
I can only put one, right?
Put one every 5 minutes.
Oh,
Only
But
the
yeah,
streamer can be one.
The quick and dirty Neon Space explanation for those of you that are new to us is Lewis is a audio engineer and musician by trade. Max and Paul are like Max is a visual effects artist. Paul is a comedian and graphic designer, and we've all been friends since high school, middle school even. And you know, with our powers combined, we made our own NFT brand, kind of combining all our skills. Myself being a bartender, so I just hype it all up because I'm not very artistic. And we work together as good friends to see what we can do in NFTs. So you're watching it in real time as we try to make this thing a reality. So we've been doing it for, I don't know, like 4 months maybe, since like May, April. We've been trying to build this up. So it's been a real fun ride so far.
I'm excited. This is also our second paid drop. We've been doing nothing but like blends and free drops for like a couple months now. So it's our next time to have something to sell. And also, not financial advice, but our promos are cheaper on the aftermarket than we're selling our packs for. We're selling everything in our packs for $1 an NFT. Our promos, there's nothing, our floor is higher than $1. So nothing you could pull is like, not financial advice, but I'm trying to buy a bunch because it's cheaper than buying anything on our aftermarket. And I like collecting our stuff too. Like, I'm a fan of Max and Paul's artwork. If you look in my wallet, I hold a bunch of Neon Space stuff. We don't give any of our stuff away to ourselves for free. We need to get it in the same way it's distributed publicly. So like everything you see in my, Mark, or Max's wallet, we purchased either from the drop or on the aftermarket. We're actually, like, if you look, we have spent some of the most money on our own collection. So that is not like us just like giving ourselves stuff. Let's see. It looks like we won this. See who got the rewards. Baggy Hodler got 15 gold. Jolly got 15 gold. And Andre9997 got healer scrolls. Congrats. Should we do I think we can do the boss battle. Should we try it?
why not?
Let's go.
Let's see if we can kill it.
I never know how hard these are going to be. Sometimes I'm like, this is going to be super hard. And then we just run through it. But I'll bring out my mortar guy. He's my favorite.
I need to get more units. So can you only earn them, or can you?
You get gold every single time. Like every viewer from that last one, you should be able to open a chest and get some gold, and then you can buy scrolls with the gold.
Well, thank you for the love of the chat. I appreciate everyone giving me some kudos here. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark does a lot of work for us. Mark's in charge of our Twitter 100%. People are like, "Hey, can you retweet this?" I'm like, "No, send that to Mark. I don't fuck with Twitter even a little bit." Like, and
Man, crypto Twitter is a real roller coaster ride, man. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes down out there. It's really funny to watch.
Tree Trunk, we are hanging out. We are giving away Crypto Monkey Neon packs. We're trying to announce our sale and play some games, but we're chilling. That's what's going on. It's a Neon
I got
Space
a
chill
chest
day.
from that apparently.
Nice.
So I'm like trying to. This game is very new to me. It's cool though.
Yeah, I really like it. I think David from Alien Worlds told me to check it out. I think he's like a mod in their server. I don't really know his role, but he sent me a DM. He's like, "Hey man, check this game out. People really like it." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay, this is super sick." And we've been doing it pretty much ever since.
Is the best method just like stack them all on top of each other, or should I try to like?
The way I do it is like I'll put like tanks up here, people with high hit points. Like this guy's 105, and then like
I just have a bunch of commons, so
yeah, you don't have a ton of strategy then, but basically you want the range behind the tanks because the tanks will take the first hit and then the range guys can shoot over them. And then you want your buffs and your healers kind of in between because you can get a guy holding a flag that boosts everybody damage by 20%. You want him like sheltered but able to reach everybody. And then if you have a healer as well, you kind of want them like just in the middle of your cluster.
Let's see, Luke, can you repost the link?
Yes, I can. We're also
Yeah,
gonna
when
do
you
some
link
more,
it to your Twitch, it'll automatically post the comments when you're streaming too. But since this is through our account, I don't think it does it. But if you set this up for yourself, Sonika, it'll like automatically post into the chat for people.
yeah, you can add like it has a bot that you give moderator access to your channel, and it says like it gets posted the link automatically, and it says when everybody places an epic unit, it'll like post it in the chat like this person placed epic unit, and it like reminds people that they should be placing stuff.
learning so much.
We can do another race though if you want to give away another Crypto Monkey pack.
Yeah. Actually, I was just about to send the other one and got distracted.
We could also do a Crittercraft if we want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on Twitch now in the wax space. Like I feel like it's starting to grow a little bit more. There's more and more people trying to have a presence on Twitch. So it's actually like a little fun subculture that we all help each other out to do some of these stream interactive games. Or like, well, Sammy Snake will like raid into us, or we'll raid into NFT Gamer, or so on and so forth. Like all within the little
Holy
I
cow!
completely
bubble we
forgot to
have.
raid today. I've been trying to get better at it. It's so easy to just like want to hop off and
It's also StreamYard. StreamYard's really the issue because StreamYard, at least for us, like we can't see when other people are streaming. You also can't see like when people gift subs and stuff. So like you came in our channel and gifted subs, and I've just totally ignored it because I didn't see it happen. People are like, "Thank you, Sonika." I was like, "Is Sonika here?" I don't know what the fuck's going on. They're like, "You just gifted subs."
Yeah.
Like,
This guy's just giving
I
us
thought
a
that-
shit ton of stuff. We're like, what? I don't know, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, I
it gives you a
usually have, like-
notification when you're in Twitch, but not when you're in StreamYard. So it streamlines a lot of stuff, but also makes you miss a lot of others. So we kind of have to
yeah,
keep
like
both
almost makes
open.
it too streamlined. Like there's some important stuff that they kind of just shaved off.
you
that,
can't
like-
see when people do the hype chat stuff either. If people are trying to do like the hype train, that does not show up at all. So it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
not
still
great
getting a
for
feel for it. There's a
engagement.
lot of nuance to Twitch that we're still kind of getting a feel for.
I have been
Oh,
not super close attention, but we follow Stuck at Six. We're following his Twitch account. I know that he's trying to link like Discord chat with Twitch chat and do some crazy stuff. So he always does great work. So I'm excited to see what he comes up with. But I haven't been following like every development along the line. So I don't know where he's at now, but I'm aware that cool stuff is happening.
Oh, I'm gonna switch my controls so that because these seem to be the same as the marble controls. That way my mouse isn't like all over the place. I turned down the DPI on one of the settings so I can actually control the camera.
audio cue, exclamation point race. If you'd like to join this Stream Racers game, it's a giveaway for a Neon Monkey 1-card pack. I think you can race again. I mean, unless you guys have rules against. Do you have rules against winners racing again?
I feel like in this game,
In the unspace, we let people.
not really.
RNG is RNG. If somebody wins every single one of these races, you got good luck. But
I guess usually I'd say try to like share it, but it's
we can also, if you want, we can do like top 3 racers. That way it spreads out to multiple people and it's not just always going to one person.
yeah, we could do top 3 as long as y'all okay with that.
Yeah. All those packs are for you to give away however we feel. We can give them all away tonight if we want, or you can save them. It's up to you. You enter by typing exclamation point race, Satoshi's view.
So what do I have a chance to pull from these Crypto Monkey? Like, sorry, I'm selfishly thinking about my own.
Yeah, you can go look in the Nefty Blocks pool. Nefty Blocks P, I think, is the name of the account, and you can just filter by Crypto Monkey, and that's all the cards in there that the packs can pull from.
Okay.
You can blockchain it. You can also do that for the Neon Space pool. You can go check out what cards are left in our Genesis packs, and then we also have stuff in the Nefty Blocks pool for our Crypto Monkey pack. So
yeah, if you're trying to measure your odds, and a lot of people do this, not financial advice, that you can check out pools of what, if you're trying to think about whether or not you should buy packs or buy just stuff on the aftermarket for a given collection or a game, you can kind of measure your odds to a certain extent to see what's left in the pool. If there's 100 NFTs left in this pool and only 5 of them or whatever are like any rarities of substance, then maybe you could recalculate your odds of whether or not the pack's worthwhile. But you could also see if maybe your odds are better in your favor after a few packs have been burned and ripped. So that's
always been one of my favorite parts of the pre-mints.
Exactly.
You can see exactly like what you're pulling out of.
Yeah, if half the packs have been ripped, you can see like the odds of what the pack tells you are not exactly the same at that point, because it's always a moving target of what the sample size is. So, you can work smarter, not harder in some cases. Now, everyone's going to get burned on some pack rips no matter what.
Yeah. All right, I think I can start this now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like 9 people that could still join. They got a minute. So
countdown begins.
Yeah. How has Blanco's been going? I haven't been playing much, but I got that pug drop.
Oh man, that thing sold out so quick. It's like 5,000 mints in like 2 minutes.
I was really telling Louis that it was going to be the same sellout as last time, and he was like, "It's a lot. It's a lot of pugs."
Yeah, it was a lot of money, but people didn't care.
Yeah.
Was it 45, 49, something like that?
It's $50.
$50, okay.
Times 5,000 mints.
Yeah, I was able to get some in the aftermarket for like $10 above mint. It was like 60 or something. So I bought a couple. It wasn't terrible.
It's got to be like, with all the built-in fees, they got to be like not making money on that. That's just like them breaking even pretty much. People are crazy with how little money they'll make while flipping something. It's just like,
yeah, they'll just make. I mean, you'll see it on like Atomic Hub. It's like some people don't realize there's a market fee. And they'll list it for the exact price that they just bought it for. And it's like, so, like, I mean, technically the person that bought it didn't buy it for extra, but.
Yeah, it depends on the collection too. I mean, some of these collections, I mean, we have like a 6% commission, I think. I mean, some collections will do like 10%. And, it's different for everyone. It's based on the collection on what they choose to charge. Plus,
I think you can get up to 15%.
Plus the 2% Atomic Hub. So there's 4% regardless, 2% tokenomics, 2% Atomic Hub, plus what the collection deems as their commission. So you have to kind of pay attention to those things, because if you're selling it for, only 10% of what you got it, you're basically just taking a lot of effort to make literally zero money.
Yeah. At least we're not losing on gas fees, though. That's something on ETH.
That's true.
Yeah. it's take extra account of, because there's the market fee, and then you're paying like $100 just to like get your money from selling it.
Yeah, that's true. Like delisting your stuff on like Ethereum, for example, is definitely a pricey decision. There's a lot more math you got to take into account when you're trying to buy and sell these things on other chains.
Yeah, you couldn't just like if you list something for the wrong price, that's an expensive mistake.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, because I've done that before on Wax, and I'm sure many people have, and it's pretty forgiving. Just plug it back off, and if you don't have the CPU, just wait a little bit and then put it back on.
Yeah, I like these Blankos drops. I think I saw like they did I read this right? Maybe it was from our Discord. It all blends together that they like basically bought one of their clown mint 10,000 of the clown drop, and then are giving it to reselling it for charity or something along those lines.
I have no
I didn't hear
idea.
about that. That's cool.
Hold on, let me look this up before I just say this stuff.
I don't know where you
Maybe it was
found
on
that
their,
information.
I think it was on their Twitter. Hold on,
Have you
let
been
me
having
just,
weird dreams, Mark?
You know, I just talk and then I forget that I'm like on the stream. People actually listen to what I have to say, so you know, I'm a talky guy. I'm a chatty Cathy.
It's good. I feel like I'm like out of energy today. I've been drinking so much caffeine that now, like at the end of the days, I'm just like dragging myself through the day.
That's how I am. I told our team, I was like, I need to get all of my music done before the stream, because after the stream, I'm going to be done. Like, it's like I will have no creative energy after streaming multiple times a day for multiple hours. Like,
Okay, here we go. So it was on their Twitter. The clown blankos that they did was mint on demand for like a, you know, I think they usually do like 30-day period or something. Some of them they do fixed pre-mints of, like the pug one was fixed 5,000 mints, and then others are like mint on demand for a specific time frame. So this one is one of those. And so they bought mint 10,000 for $10,000, and then are relisting it for $10,000, and then that when someone buys it, the proceeds from that will go to charity.
So they bought it. Why not just take that original money and donate it to charity?
You know, now that we're saying it out loud, that makes a lot of sense. And I don't know why they did that.
I feel like they made extra work. Like now it has to sit there before the charity gets the money.
It's a really good point. I guess they just want to prove that, like, or have that sales history that 10 grand was spent on a Blankos, even though it was their own money. I'm not quite sure what the logic is on that either.
Like at least listed for like $10,001.
Yeah, right. Oh man, that is really. I mean, it's good for that guy they bought it from.
Yeah.
This whoever that guy was, like, man, he just hit the jackpot.
Yeah, I'm sure that made his day, or their day. So we're doing top 3 from that last race, right?
Oh,
Yep.
let's go! Let's go! Yes.
So
top 3 is good.
Yeah, DM me your wallet addresses and I will send those over.
So that's Boofin, Bensky, and Ralph. I'm pretty sure Boofin and Ralph are in.
I would feel weird asking people for the wallet addresses because I feel like they think I'm like
Yeah, that's like,
doing something sus.
it's definitely like, as long as you're not asking them to send you something, I feel like that's where scams happen, when you have to give someone something. Like just them having your wallet address. People can find your wallet address on Atomic Hub. It's public information. Like,
It is kind of counterintuitive, though. It's like it would weird me out if people knew like my bank account number.
true.
But you know, that's just kind of the nature of the blockchain.
Mount Doomy, it was not the top 3 for the first race. We changed that rule after the first race.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad. I was thinking about saying that for the first one, but
I mean, if you have the screenshot, you could retroactively do it. I don't care.
I do have it. So
Yeah, we could do it for the first race. I just thought you already, like, the time had passed where that information was gone. I was like, that is gone in the ether.
no, after doing so many marble races, I've learned to. I always take a screenshot of the leaderboard just in case.
You're better than me.
Oh yeah,
I miss at least a race like every couple of
dreams.
dreams. Okay, well, I guess we'll just say we'll do top 3 for the first race too.
My Atomic Hub is having issues here. I'll put it on the game for a little bit.
Oh hell yeah, we got 61 allies. Let's go, everybody.
I don't understand what's happening when I swipe it and it just sits there swiped and it's green and it's just like loading for seemingly ever.
On Atomic Hub?
Yeah, I don't understand what causes that. It happens to me frequently.
Yeah, Atomic Hub seems to have some weird glitches, but
I feel
also
like
works
it's
pretty good.
my Anchor wallet, maybe. I think it might be my cell service, which is odd. Because it'll it'll say that it's unable to connect to my device that I'm trying to sign with.
Yeah, I think that might be an Anchor issue. Anchor does that sometimes. The Anchor thing is kind of finicky in general, like the Anchor software on the PC.
Oh, do you sign it like on the PC when I use my phone to sign it always?
I use
I feel like it's faster.
this guy.
That's probably faster.
It's not faster, but it's safer. It's a hardware wallet. My keys have never been on the internet. Like the only way, I don't want to tell people where my keys are, but my private keys were never generated on a computer connected to the internet. They were generated on this little hardware device and then written down physically on a piece of paper. So like the only way you can get my crypto is if you come break into my house and find my keys. Which is not an invitation, people. But you know, like I've met people who have all their 2FA and their account logged in on their phone. So if somebody stole their phone, they could just send all their crypto to themselves because like all of your info's on there. Like this is a multi-step system where even if somebody stole this thing, they would still need to know my password to get in. If they type in the wrong password, I think it's 5 times, it wipes the entire memory, and then you need my keys to recover it.
That's why I have this for that. But Trezor doesn't work with Wax. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Trezor seed phrase is longer too, isn't it? Can't you have like a 24-word seed phrase for Trezor?
Yeah, I think
I like-
mine's 24.
I like Trezor because it works with the Exodus, which is my like wallet of choice outside of the Wax space.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, Max
it's a
has
good
all these
wallet.
things memorized. Like he literally has them burned into his brain and then destroyed the copy of where it is. So like he takes it to a whole nother level so that, you know, in his mind, he's like, all right, someone could beat me over the head, throw me in a foreign country, and I could wake up, get to the library, get my money, which is, it's you know, kind of the strength of those things compared to a traditional bank because you don't need to confirm your identity to anyone.
It's also instant. Like he always talks about he's from
True.
Germany. Like if his family needs money over in Germany, like he doesn't need to wire or wait for a bank or anything. You can just send crypto 24 hours a day whenever. And he's like, I could also just like fly to Germany, buy a wallet and recover it there. And then like, or buy a ledger there and recover my seed. And like, you know, you can't even do that. Like try doing that with US dollars. You can't just like,
Yeah.
Oh my
move
gosh,
money
yeah,
up.
trying to set up a bank account, you know, is actually a lot harder than it's let
and
alone
converting to like different countries' currencies.
Yeah.
A Bitcoin's a Bitcoin everywhere. Fiat is different in every country. So
True, yeah, and there's a lot of turnaround time for those things, you know.
never been a legitimate use case for myself, but could understand if you are an international man of mystery like Max that
Well, yeah, I mean, we're in the States. I mean, particularly when you're outside the States, you know, you're say you're in Europe, you know, you're kind of located within, in some cases, a few hours drive of another sovereign nation, you know, with a different currency and a different set of financial fiscal laws and whatnot. You know, you can take a train and be in 3 different countries pretty easily. Whereas like the
Within an
States,
hour.
yeah,
they also have like more and more they're getting like Bitcoin ATMs and like ways that you can withdraw fiat from your crypto accounts. So if they have those in a bunch of countries, then you can kind of just like bounce around and withdraw. Also, I don't know how that works with taxes though. If you withdraw in another country, does that reported to the IRS or that's something I don't know enough about to talk about. So
yeah,
I'm below by that.
yeah, me either. Let's go.
I can't get these guys to fit. There's so many people here.
Well, for those of you following along, I'm very happy that TJ Hawkinson, who I refer to as the jockstrap, got a touchdown for the Detroit Lions, and I'm very happy about that. So
Is he on your fantasy team?
He's on my fantasy team. I beat. Well, I think I lost to your dad last week.
My dad bringing the heat in the fantasy league.
He does pretty well. Guy knows his stuff.
He is retired now, so he has all day to figure out who he's
It's a really good
drafted.
point.
In.
Let's see.
The
That's a
Amster
good point,
says
like-
Seattle blew the game hard yesterday. Is that true, Mark?
Oh, god damn, dude. He beat your dad beat me by 1 point last week. God, I remember why I was so mad about that. God damn. It's awful. Yes, the Seahawks really shit the bed yesterday. I live in Seattle and they sucked. So, that was rough. It's a tough life being a Seattle sports fan. The Mariners always break your heart. The Seahawks make you sweat for like 3 quarters, and then they finally, most of the time, pull it out in the 4th quarter or just give you a heartbreak loss. So it's you have to be very patient in this part of the country.
I think Irish is saying send it. Do you mean Stream Raider? Should we just YOLO?
A lot of people.
Start 8 minutes early. We have 90 people. I think we got this. Let's YOLO.
Damn.
Give ourselves the range bonus for my mortar so I can snipe kills.
Yeah, maybe I'll just we'll just do a one-off stream on our
Oh.
space stream of beer talk and fantasy football talk. I'll just
I pitched to
off-topic Mark stream.
I pitched to Nathan that you guys should do a digital tasting where you buy the same beers and like comment on them while we do like games in the background.
I like that a lot personally.
That sounds like a fun stream.
Yeah, I like. I've.
You can even let people know beforehand, and everybody could buy, and like the people watching could do the same tasting as you and comment on it.
Yeah, I like used to work for a beer distributor as a sales manager, and I have like a Cicerone certification and stuff like that, so I can like talk shop about beer pretty well. So I always found the wine tasting the most insufferable. Sorry to any like wine aficionados out there, but like once a month they would have like sales meetings, and all the suppliers like that would come in and like pitch to you to make sure that you know their brand's in the forefront of your mind when you're out there selling. And it would always be like really quiet and subdued with the wine people like kind of like whisper talking about like, you know, wow, this cab is just so earthy and luscious. It's just so silky. And then the beer guys would come in and start pumping music, cracking beers at 8 a.m. and slam them up front like, yeah, let's do this. So it was a very different energy level depending on what you're trying to sell.
That sounds like a lot of fun, though.
It's a
I
weird
think I got-
culture, man. It's a very weird culture.
One more level in me for Stream Raiders. This one's easy though. It's one skull. We can crush this probably way faster than the cooldown.
Oh, I got a legendary boss chest from that last one.
Oh, damn.
Nice. What guy should I put down? Have I put down my mage yet today?
Damn, what's that giant bear? That giant bear looks like it can fuck some shit up.
Oh, I don't
my,
have loyalty rewards.
The War Beast. This guy is, yeah, he fucks. I'll put him down. He's a tank. 213 hit points and 50 damage.
Yeah, I was going purely off the looks there, but
So you'll kill this guy in one hit, and you'll absorb like 5 of these hits.
okay. So the key is that there's just a cooldown for using these legendary units.
Yeah.
Like
Which is
long
why I
is
was
the
saying,
cooldown?
like, I can't see now, but it's like a couple hours. It's long.
Oh, okay.
That's why like people are like, why do you have so many units? You can only place one every 30 minutes. It's like if you are going to start like, oh, I can beat this in 5 minutes and just skip on to the next one because you know how easy it is to beat the levels, which I'm still learning. You could definitely end up using a bunch of cooldowns within one session. That's also what dungeons is going to be. The dungeons is going to be like 5 to 10 minute sessions instead of 30 minutes. So you're just doing it more frequently, and it's more like an active way to play. Instead of this is just sort of passive, you're supposed to just like alt tab to whatever game you're playing and then come back in 30 minutes. But they are like introducing a more active way to play, which I think is fun.
I select you as a captain.
Yeah, you can select a streamer that you watch as a captain, so anytime they're on it, like pops up, and then you can actually do multiple captains. So like Menace Tech does it, and Menace Tech's actually probably live right now. and you could probably play on Menace Tech stream, even though you're watching our stream. You can do like play with multiple streamers. Also, I found people figure out we're streaming through this game now. Like, there's people that like will just pop in because they see we're live on this game, and then they'll end up popping over to Twitch because they see it. So like, it's actually a good way to notify people that are watching other streams and stuff that you're going live. Yeah, God Mushi right here says I'm doing 3 Stream Raiders at once. You know what's up.
Getting sweaty on Stream Raiders.
Yeah, Menace and MJ Doja are live with Stream Raiders right now.
Oh, nice.
Seems like everybody just said it at the same time. We got a lot of Stream Raiders in the audience, and it's easy to get sucked in. I was playing on a Nathan Fernaren stream, and I ended up like playing on my computer and my phone. It's like, oh, we need more units. We're gonna lose.
Yeah, I like the team factor. It definitely it creates the foundation for good camaraderie in the chat too.
I need to full screen this, honestly. I keep trying to look at the screen and how do you make it bigger?
For this game,
Yeah.
for me, I mouse wheel, but I think it's different when you're on the web browser. This is like a standalone. Like when you're the captain, you have a different app. That's like a standalone app you launch on your desktop. And then on my phone, I did their weird thing where you like, it's not an app, but it's like something that links directly to the website to play, and it works a little better than just trying to do it through the browser.
There's legit just a soccer ball.
Yo, these soccer balls are dope. It's like, you click on it, units that pick up this ball get into the zone, gaining multiple buffs and becoming the center of attention. When killed, they drop the ball. They increase their speed, damage, and also gain damage reduction. So it's like a huge boost if you pick it up. So if you can get like one of your legendary units to pick that thing up, it just wrecks everybody. It's great. But it also makes like if one of their dudes picks it up, like if this guy goes and picks it up, he'll wreck our guys. So
Can you like tell them where to go?
I don't think you can. The most you can do is like battle planning. Like I can be like, hey, people, put your armored guys up here. Oh, wait, what am I clicking? Vibe. That's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, if I knew what I was doing, you can tell people like the streamer or the audience, like, oh, put a shield in front of my person, or up here you want the shield. Yeah, you can do a little of that, but they can also just not ignore your instructions. They can put them wherever they want to, but it's about all I know for planning, and I don't think it actually affects the gameplay. It's just like the strategy.
It's pretty cool.
You want to do another car race?
Yeah, I was about to say, while we wait for that
Using
one, I'm
boost
trying to make
makes
sure I
you
don't forget to
quicker.
put my unit down this time. I keep only putting one down.
This one we should one skull. We should wreck these people. It should be easy. I'm a big fan of
Everybody,
this game.
exclamation point, race. Join the race.
Let's go. This will be, I guess, for top 3 racers. We'll get a 1-card Neon Crypto Monkey pack, which we've been talking about for a minute.
Sonika, do you mess around with like Ethereum projects at all, or do you just do all wax these days?
I've been trying to look at more Ethereum projects. I'm not very good at finding them.
You
The
can do
communities just seem a lot different, honestly. Like, I just feel like there's a lot more organic camaraderie in the wax space, whereas Ethereum, people are all about flipping. It's like everyone's in it together just so they can make a bunch of money. It feels kind of weird. It's like, okay, wait, so if we're all trying to sell our stuff, I feel like this kind of gets into like a weird pyramid scheme kind of thing where we're all just trying to dump our bags together, but we're like working together for that. Seems very confusing. But like we've been messing around with Chicken Derby and Zed Run, which is kind of fun. Chicken Derby particularly, all of us kind of bought into. I don't know. I think it's kind of enjoyable.
That's also like on Matic, so it's like wrapped ether, so it's still ether, but like the transaction fees once you wrap it is like there's very, very little. It's like 0.001 or something of Matic. So once you get it, you have to pay a gas fee to wrap it, but once it's wrapped, it's like the actual games don't cost a lot to play. And if you offer like Chicken Derby, I think a lot of the sales happen in the wrapped, not the actual ether. So like when you're
and they
doing the
covered
offers
any
and the buying and stuff, it's not getting screwed in gas.
Yeah, for their minting sale, they covered all the fees. So there's some good projects out there. The vibe kind of is weird to me. And when I go on some of these Discord servers, now that, I'm not trying to cast a wide net here and just generalize, but
Mark thinks all Ether projects are garbage and all of their communities are trash. Clip that and post it everywhere. Just kidding.
I mean, I gotta get canceled sooner or later here. But Wax creators particularly, I feel like we've had a lot of really, really, really cool people come out and be like, hey man, like I like your stuff. Like here, like Sammy Snake will help us like figure out smart contract stuff, and Recurrier for Metaforce has helped us kind of navigate some of the networking we need to get in contact with Atomic Hub, or like setting up minting events and stuff like that. So it's obviously mainly because it's smaller and it's a smaller pond, and so it's easier to stand out and to get to know people here. And so we'll see what it looks like when Wax starts to grow, but it just feels a little bit more connective in the Wax space.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's been cool too. Like Dan from Immersis taught us how to use bounty blocks, like how to do our airdrops, how we airdrop stuff to people holding our stuff. He like sat us through. He's like, oh, I just like hop on a Skype call, and he like walked us through it step by step.
Yeah, so he took like hours out of his day to like help us with this thing.
Same with like
no money.
Awesome. John and Richie from Ultra Rare. Every time I've ever hit them up, I was like, hey man, like I like what you guys are doing. How do you do this? And they like break it down for me. They're like, you need to do this, you need to go there, and I'm just like, they could very easily be like, you're our competition, fuck off, don't steal our ideas. But like they walk us through like how they do their stuff, and they're really nice. So I don't know. I'm not in enough Ether communities to know if people are doing that, but it seems like people are working together a lot on this network, at least, and it's less like cutthroat and trying to just like flip for money and more like investing in a project more long term. But I don't know. I'm probably biased because I'm a Wax creator.
Yeah, I bet there's still like some ETH projects that are close like that, but it's like there's so much just like there's such a massive pile to sort through that it makes it really hard to find that.
It also seems like it's like 99% hype. Like it's like really hard to see. It's like how much of this is hype and how many people actually want this, which is like
there's a lot of money that moves through it though. I mean, like, there's hundreds of millions of dollars in daily volume on OpenSea. So I could totally see how people just get their eyes wide and be like, oh my God, I'm just gonna print money.
I'm excited to see how the Finny drops goes on Ether.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll have enough to do it immediately, but I don't know if it's going to sell out like immediately either. That'd be a lot of if it sells out immediately. That'd be wild. But I'm hoping I have a little bit of time to try to like gather some Ether, because I'm also trying to buy a bunch of our own drop on Wax. So I'm like, oh, like there's always too many drops happening at once.
That's the truth. Like it makes it so hard to get involved in everything. You have to budget, so like either budget well or just like print money
or sell a lot of stuff. Like the only way you can keep buying stuff is if you keep selling stuff. So it's hard if you actually like holding on to stuff, because then you're just like, for me, it's like I have a couple things that are like I'm waiting to sell, but like a lot of my collection now is just like I consider it my collection. It's not like, oh, I'm waiting to flip this later. It's like, no, this is mine, so I got to figure out another way to get Wax, because I don't want to sell.
Yeah, I don't want to tap into that. Yeah,
MLB is still my untapped. I have 2 premium MLB packs, and I'm like just waiting until those go back up again to sell. But those have been buying me into a lot of projects. I bought like 7 or 8 of those, and at one point they were selling for like 5,000 or 6,000 Wax each. It's a really easy way to just be like, okay, I want to buy into this drop and like just ape into this new project. I'll just drop another MLB pack. But
that's pretty nice.
Those are running out. I can't burn those forever. Also, Topps is just screwing up. They are doing stuff on a different blockchain now and releasing stuff, so it's kind of devaluing the Wax drop. And I don't know. I'm still going to hold them. I think they'll be more valuable again. But Topps also announced that they broke their partnership with MLB like 2025 or something, like, or 5 years from now. So I guess it's like 2026 maybe. They no longer have the license to use MLB stuff. So Topps is not going to be able to do more than like 4 seasons on Wax. And I don't know what that's going to do for my like season 1 stuff, but I was kind of hoping like I have season 1 of like 50 future seasons, and that's where the value would come from. So if they just start dropping all their stuff, like MLB does something on a different blockchain, then like that's not great for me as someone who's potentially going to long hodl one of these and sell it in years, because I thought it would be super valuable if that happened. But a lot of those
Yeah.
investment strategies just don't work in the wax space or this space because stuff moves so fast. You're like, I'm sure this will be around. It's like 6 months later, it's like, the hell, they're launching on another blockchain now. Like I thought, thought I just made a good like long term investment here. So it's really hard to judge those things.
Yeah, and there's like, to give some benefit to the project too, like they may have not even known that when they got into the wax space and started that drop. So like, it's even tough. It's more tough to know because like,
I think what
they
happened was
wouldn't
they
even
made
know.
way more money than they thought they'd make, and whatever percentage they're giving tops, MLB is like, nah, we want that money, so we're gonna make our own thing in 5 years because this shit's definitely gonna be like the future of collectibles and all the money's coming in, and we don't want you to own that. We want to own it. So that's my guess, is that they didn't know how much money they would make doing this, so they just let them have the rights, and then they're like, oh shit, that's way too much. So let's like, but I don't know. That's all. Like I have no idea what's happening behind the scenes. Complete speculation, not financial advice. I like trying to
You'd get
speculate
better
why.
about saying that.
I like speculating about the stuff, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some random dude on the internet that thinks.
We're all figuring out as we go
Yeah.
here. You know,
I don't
like
work-
we've been. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just say I don't work for Tops and I don't work for MLB, so I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it could go both ways, I guess. Like, I guess the real answer is like it depends, and I don't know. But you know, like if Tops and MLB have now parted ways, that I guess that one drop on wax, I guess depending on the eyes of the collectors, like then be more rare because there will be no more mints to come out under that collection. So I guess it just depends on the
point.
potential buyers that would want that, would value that. Like, oh, this is the only NFT Tops MLB release. Not financial advice, but you know, like I guess the market's hard to predict in that way. But that was kind of a curveball for sure, pun intended.
Oh, we got some finishers here. Bensky.
We've been interviewing a handful of Ethereum projects these days, which has been kind of interesting to get to know the creator side and how they approach their stuff. And we've seen a decent bit of crossover of people from these Ethereum projects seeing us and be like, oh man, this wax stuff you're talking about, these pack openings and stuff sound kind of cool. And so a lot of NFT people in the broader NFT space are just completely unfamiliar with wax. So like, wait, you're telling me that I come here and I don't have to pay fees for anything and I can liquidity pool these game tokens for nothing? Yes. You're full of shit. Doesn't make any sense. You know?
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have some cross-pollination there, because I don't think people are not coming to wax because they don't like the concept. It's just they don't even know it exists. So I like that NFT collectors are coming here, seeing what creators are doing, seeing what the culture is, and liking what they see. And so hopefully that kind of brings more volume to the platform.
I think the conversion rate's getting better too. Like even like 3 or 4 months ago, there's like not really, there's Alien Worlds and Our Planet. You couldn't really do anything else. Now there's actually, I guess there's Splinterlands too, but now there's like actually a bunch of options for games if you want to play them. And even like I've been nerding out on Nova Rally lately. It's like a super simple game, but it's like even it just being functional and it working, like, and having the options to do different stuff, like you're not just forced to only play Alien Worlds. Like there's a bunch of different games kind of like that now. There's the farming game as well, and NFT battle miners. Like I don't know, there's so much stuff to do now, and it's hard for me to keep up, but I think it's a good thing because there's all this competition driving between these games, and like they have to step their stuff up. And also, like my biggest thing with Alien World was I didn't like waiting for the cooldown. So now it's like, even if all the games do have cooldowns, you can just hop between the cooldowns and be like, have something to do. I have a hard time not blowing my snake oil in Nova Rally, though. If you do over 10 races, you just start paying more for a race. And I'm just like, one of these days, I'm just going to burn all of my snake oil doing like the bonus races.
Yeah, like
actually, I haven't tried that. I need to get in there and start using that and start playing.
Yeah, I haven't started racing since they went live. I mean, that was just a few days ago, right?
The UI looks pretty good too. Like some people are criticizing it on his stream, but I was like, I thought it looked really good, and like I'm sure they can make it like cleaner as far as like knowing which buttons to click take you where, but like it works well. Like I've been playing the game the past 2 days. I do 10 races a day and lose almost every single one of them. I've won 1 race out of 20 races, so don't ask me for advice on how to win, but I can't tell you it's fun. What is the Wrath of Tezca? I don't know what that is.
I remember Sammy mentioned it to us like a month ago when we talked to him offline, and he was saying that was something he was kind of into. I honestly don't know much about the details, but it was like a game on, I think it's on Wax, but maybe not.
Boom.
Did Birdie win? That was fast.
Pick the winners.
Yeah, it's
One bullet, bang, bang. Got 15 gold, and so did Boof and Pronto. That's Irish. One bullet, bang, bang.
a
Nappy 87.
wax-based NFT game combining worker placement, turn-based tactics, combat, and passive staking in a fantasy setting.
That sounds pretty dope. Least Comic Standing got 10 gold, and Silent got 3 Flag Bearer scrolls. So congrats to people who got stuff. I think we can take this next one really quick, too. Unless, how are you doing for time? Do you have to leave soon, Sonika? I don't want to hijack your stream and play Stream Raiders all night.
No, you're good. I feel bad. I haven't like struggling to just talk.
No
but
worries.
I'm down to stay on.
Good hangs, good hangs.
I like learning about everything y'all are talking about, and I'm excited to play this more.
You also got to come back and play Blankos with me sometime.
Yes.
Blankos and I think poker. You said you wanted to do poker at some point.
That one game we were playing was so fun. Like, I think it was you or somebody was just spawning right in front of me for like one of the games. The whole like first half of the game, they were just spawning in front of me, and I was just killing them over and over.
Was that the sniper level, or is that the?
Yeah, it was
that
the sniper level.
That one's definitely like, if you need to farm kills for one of the achievements, pick that level, because if anybody's AFK, it's just free kills.
Yeah, did you sit on the bottom?
My mage.
All right, I think all the rewards have been sent out. Bensky05, you won twice, and I still need your wallet address.
Bensky, trying to get them monkeys.
Yeah.
What other games have I been playing? Mainly Blankos. I still do that. I haven't done my rewards yet tonight. I'll probably do that after this. But Blankos, like the seasonal rewards are so valuable. It's hard for me to like focus on all these other games when I see the $1,400 first season thing just going up and up on the aftermarket. I was like, my God, why did I not spend like the extra couple days I would have needed to grind this out?
Yeah, I mean, I like the web-based. I mean, the web-based ones have their time and place, but I mean, Blankos is the most legitimately fully fledged blockchain-based game. I mean, at the end of the day, so that one.
I'm also a big fan of platformer.
Similar like model hitting, like it's a console game with NFTs on Wax.
Ooh. I mean, Hodl God is kind of pitching that, but aren't quite there yet.
It's called Costume Kingdom. It's pretty
I'll
cool.
definitely
We're
check
doing
that out.
an interview with them on Friday.
Wait, so it's being released on like a major console?
It's already on PlayStation.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and then
Well, that's huge.
I'm not sure if it'll be quite the same as Blankos, where you fully play as your character, because that like legally stuff needs to change for them to be able to do that. In terms of the consoles, like there's stuff in the way of that. I don't want to try to go into detail because I'm not going to be good at it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some legalities involved. Like some of these big games, like something like Destiny or like Fortnite, if they could NFT like mint their skins, I mean, they would just be like Scrooge McDuck diving in money.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's the legalities of, I mean, shoot, we even struggle with that, trying to figure out how to declare the revenue we make through Neon Space. So a game of that size scale, I imagine
our
you need a
workaround
team
for that
of lawyers.
is we don't make any money. That's the easiest way around.
Pro tip.
They can't make money. They can't ask for money.
That's true.
That is financial advice. Flip that. Just kidding. If you can't tell. We like to have a good time.
It's true.
I'm going to DM this to you so that I don't forget to bring it up again later. But yeah, I'm excited to learn more about how they're going to like actually get around that. Because like what you're saying, if they could get like up to the size of any of those console games, and I feel like that's like there are a lot of gamers that only game on console. that was me up until like 3 years ago. I was console gamer for life, and PC gamers were nerds.
It's also a way lower barrier of entry. Like financially speaking, you need to invest a lot of money to get a PC game. Like I was like, it's so easy to PC game, and I'm like, I forgot I already have a super nice computer. Like if you don't have a nice computer, you're starting from scratch. Like you can get the last generation Xbox for like $70 with controllers and games. Like an old computer is not going to play shit. Like it's not going to work. So
Yeah, there's a lot of dialing in of settings and things like that for computers. A lot is time that people don't want to invest, you know. Whereas everything's preset, you can just plug and play. Whereas I don't think
like I've had a new graphics card I've been meaning to put in for like a week, and like they didn't ship it with the cable, which is super weird to me. But like I feel like stuff like that with PC always happens. Like there's just something like little piece missing that like you just have to know beforehand to be able to set up.
yeah, it's not like plug and play. They make an Xbox and a PlayStation easy to use for people that don't know anything about technology. So
But I guess the question would be, if you had a console-based game where you own NFTs, you would need some sort of user-friendly interface for people to interact with their wallet too. Because if like someone would play console, but then would need to go on
not
a PC
necessarily. Look at
but I guess you can do a lot on your phone.
Look at Blanco's
too.
and also Upland. Upland doesn't let you do anything with your wallet. Like you don't actually have access to those NFTs. They're like in a custodial account, I think they call them. So they're on a blockchain.
True, yeah.
You don't need to know anything about that blockchain to be able to play it. And that's why I kind of think Blanco's is genius, because they can do the same thing where like everything's on the blockchain, but you need to know nothing about that. You could go buy the skin with a credit card and own an NFT. Like why
yeah, that's true.
That?
Like
No
I've bought
different than how they do it
Blancos on my
already.
phone before, and I interact with their website very simply on the phone. The interface of that looks like a typical shop. And then when
you can do that in
the
game,
game,
you can buy with a credit
Yeah.
card. You can buy new skins in Blanco Bucks. So I think that's already happening. It's the harder part's going to be onboarding them from that into OpenSea and into these other networks that we want them to
That's
come to
true.
find
So they
our
don't
game.
just exist only in that one game. That's a very good point. You're right. Blancos does have the UI and the simplicity done very well without having to know too many blockchain-y things. And the reselling too, like the aftermarket is very intuitive. You don't really need to know much about that's NFT specific to engage in the aftermarket and make money.
It's like almost too intuitive. Like I feel like there's more information I'd like to have that they don't show.
Yeah, I wish you could get more detailed specifics on like the sale history on each Blanco, because it has that like chart, but it doesn't really show you like as much as I would like. Like I'd like the sale history like an Atomica, where I can literally go through and look at every transaction and see like
where the floor is going. Yeah,
I think they'll probably get there, and also they're going to port it over to OpenSea at some point, so that'll have all that data. The thing I'm interested in is what is like the collection fee going to look like if you port it over to OpenSea? Is it going to be the same as their like 20% market fee, or are they going to take less?
Damn, is it really a 20% market fee?
That's part of the reason why everything
Holy
doubles
shit.
like immediately, is because you need it to even
Yeah.
make money.
Yeah, I mean, custodial wallets have their time and place. I mean, like Wax Cloud wallets are custodial wallets. At the end of the day, you don't have the private keys for those. So, I mean, you know, I think the key of crypto is that it gives you the power to choose your level of trust. And, you know, it's not, you don't have to, like someone like Max, who's a longtime blockchain enthusiast, wants absolutely zero trust for anything. And he controls everything from top to bottom with his crypto wallets, but you don't have to do that. And something like a cloud wallet or something like Blancos, I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to like, you know, let someone else have the private keys for that. It's not going to end the world. It's not my life savings in there, and it's fine. So I think for an onboarding piece, there's like a sliding scale, particularly with these games, to kind of have custodial scenarios for wallets and shops, but give.
I think the
people
option to
keys
bridge is
engage
what's
with that.
important.
Yeah.
Like, I like that Blanco's on the roadmap. They're like, oh, we're custodial, but if you don't trust us to hold your stuff, you can port it over to an Ether wallet. And like,
Yeah.
I like both options. I think is like, you don't want to be stuck in a closed marketplace in any crypto investment. Like any serious investment, you do not want to be in a closed marketplace. So you want the ability to go take it to an open marketplace like OpenSea, because then if they freeze your assets or whatever, like, you know, you can still sell it, whereas they can control everything in that game. So like, say the developer bought one of each Blanco and like freezes everybody else's ability to sell it, and they're the only one that can sell it. They make all the money and like, I don't know, somehow collapse because they've been buying 100 of each Blanco. They collapse the whole aftermarket and basically they pump and dump. you couldn't stop them because they control the closed marketplace. And OpenSea, if somebody started doing that, you could go sell on OpenSea and compete with his prices. So you want the
True.
ability to take it out of a closed marketplace for sure. But I give it leeway because it's so young, and also they're saying they're working on that. And I haven't spent enough money to really feel like I'm buying the skins to play the game. I haven't spent more than I spent on Sea of Thieves on like boat skins. So like I've spent more money on non-blockchain games. So I don't feel like I've overextended myself financially to be able to play it. But I do like I'm really excited for the OpenSea thing because I think that's really necessary. Like to be on an open marketplace is just really important for any sort of cryptocurrency thing.
Yeah, because you onboard the gamers with the streamlined kind of shop, but then you onboard the NFT people by not making it a closed marketplace. Because like that's why these skins and stuff in like Fortnite and Counter-Strike, I mean that's where NFTs in games kind of stem from. Is like I want to control the value of what I earned, in my own way, and not have that be dictated or changed on a whim by a game that the free market and the players can determine the market and the value in that way. So
Eric Yo had a question for you, Mark. He said, "What is the name of the game you're playing?" Did you already go over that?
Switch, I was gonna go over. I was just waiting for the right moment. Yes, so I just bought a Switch, and so I've been playing Switch games. I've been playing Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, which is basically Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon and from what I played in 64 when I was young, like have branched off into a separate. The original creators now do their own thing under the Stories of Seasons franchise, but it's basically like a farming simulator kind of thing, like Stardew Valley. But I enjoyed it a lot. it's a very simple game, but I enjoy just I just kind of like sit down and just get in the zone and take care of my farm, and I'm just like perfectly just in the zone. I enjoyed it a lot.
You gotta get Stardew Valley so we can play on the same farm.
Yeah, I do like that. I'm surprised they don't have more multiplayer access in the Story of Seasons.
If they did, I'd buy it. So I guess like let me know if it's an option. But
yeah,
but
I don't think there's much. You can basically like visit other farms, but I don't think you can really engage with them and like change things. So
that's sort of how Animal Crossing is too. Animal Crossing, you can go visit other people's stuff, but once you're there, you can't like you can trade, you can give each other resources, but you can't really like go edit their farm like you can edit your own farm. I believe Stardew Valley, like we have multiple houses on the same plot, and we literally all have the same like edit abilities. So it's just like playing Minecraft with other people, you build and use each other's stuff.
That was what I was about to compare that to. Also, we need to play. We were talking about Dan earlier. We need to play some Immersis. I want to battle your.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man, I was looking at your Ella Blobs in Atomic Hub. Like both you and Lewis have like the most formidable Ella Blobs collections.
I think we'll be doing that for sure this Sunday. Like for the Immersis free weekend, we'll be doing some stream stuff.
Yeah.
But I
can
always do it before that.
I'm excited for what Immersis has in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Do you have full shiny evolutions?
No.
Oh man, dude, I've opened so many packs and I cannot get a shiny.
They're rare as shit. I bought,
and there's like one on the aftermarket for something just absurd, like 10,000 wax or something insane.
I'm excited for Fate though. They just released like the new use cases for Fate, like last night or the night before.
Excited for Fate.
And I want to talk to him about the game development because you can like pay them Fate to have a game developed in Immersis, and I was like, I don't know, like I don't know what that includes, but that's super interesting to me as someone who can't develop a game, but will probably have a lot of Fate. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things happening at Immersis, and I'm super excited Neon City is in there. It's like a playable zone right now, even though you can't do a whole lot in there besides explore. Like we're definitely working on trying to get some interactive stuff.
Like vote on signs or something. I don't know if y'all know marble cards, but that was kind of the first thing that popped into my head. They have like
somebody sent us the marble card on Ether. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. And then you can like put that card into a tournament and people like vote on which one they like, and you earn passively on
that's pretty cool.
Like your card getting voted on.
I was thinking we'd do like something with their combat system because they're introducing that, and like I was talking to them about like if we give them 3D player models, they can import them. So I'm hoping like Max can make some sort of zombie or monster skin, and like eventually we're gonna do an ultra rare collab. So I'm hoping to have an ultra rare street, and zombies will attack you on the ultra rare street. So you can like, like each, and who knows, maybe like eventually we can model Metaforce villains on their street or something. But like, can play with the idea of like, they have a game, we can make 3D objects, but we can work within the realm that they're creating to try to sort of like gamify our zone, I guess. But we definitely need a lot of work before we're there. We're still kind of working on the aesthetics and just the general. If you've been in Neon City, it's pretty rough right now. There's no like street texture, just everything's all gray. But Max is working on it, and pretty soon we'll have an update with Metaphor Street in there as well. There'll be like a whole other street other than Genesis Street. Then after that, we'll probably start working on like quality of life improvements and texture stuff.
I do like and I was totally zoning out, by the way, so you may have already said this, but the kind of watch party factors they're trying to do with like, since there's so many wax creators on streams now in Twitch specifically, that you could just go to a space that shows these active streams, like marble racing and things like that, and basically everything you could want to interact with in the NFT space you can do within Immersis. I really like where their minds are headed creatively, so it gives a lot of jumping off points for creators like us, which when you have this huge toolkit, it's really exciting to see what people will come up with.
I just went and looked at the shinies that have sold. There was a blue shiny that sold for 4,000 wax lately. It's crazy.
That's not even that bad for how many packs you have to open to get one.
Yeah.
Like I probably spent more than that on backs before I got one. I was buying it before wax spiked though, so I think it was a lot more wax before he tethered it to US dollar stuff. I'm a big fan of the L-Blobs though. I missed the blend event on the first one. Like by the time I got into the first one, I bought like all of my final evolutions from the first series just because it was like, I did the math and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy all this shit on the aftermarket. It's gonna cost way more to blend than just to buy the already blended ones. But the second one, I was like, oh, this time I can actually like do the blend event. So I went through and spent way too much wax on the packs. And then I pulled a shiny after I got the final evolution. So I evolved all 4 final. And like in one of my last packs, when I was trying to get the stuff to evolve them, I pulled a shiny. It's like, shit, now I have to get enough to evolve this maximum, because that's a min sprint. The first person who does the final evolution of the shiny is the only one that gets it. So I was like, on drop day, I ended up buying like 20 or 30 more packs of just like the specific color one I had. But no regrets.
Which shiny did you get?
I have the pink one. I have like the final evolution pink fairy shiny.
That's a cool one.
One of
I really like the blue one.
It's actually not my favorite one. I like the yellow one probably. I like the like kind of like electrode looking guy. He's like got a crown and like yellow, flashy lightning bolt looking stuff. He's probably my favorite, but I'm not gonna complain that I got a shiny. Any sort of shiny is amazing luck just based on how many packs I ripped. Let's see. Cash Perdigo said, what do you think are the most profitable games right now? Probably whatever's the top sales on Atomic Hub. Not financial advice, but whatever's like people are buying and selling the most has the most money moving through it. Doesn't mean it's the best investment, but it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always a moving target. The farmer's world is where the hype train's at these days.
And NFT Battle Miners is going wild too. Like Max was telling me stuff you guys bought to play the other day is up like 50 to 75% like in value.
Yeah, they have a land sale coming up on the 1st of October, and so that'll really push the hype train.
But I would say that's in a financial advice category, and we don't give financial advice. So
true, good catch.
We have no suggestions on what game you should invest in. You should invest in whatever you like playing. That's my personal theory, because all of these games fluctuate in value and the tokens fluctuate in value. If you get stuck with nothing but the game pieces and the token's worth nothing, if you don't like the game, then you're going to be upset. So if you at least like the game, at the end of the day, you can play the game.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
That's how I feel about artwork too. If I want to buy a collectible, I buy a collectible it's worth 0. I don't want to sell it because I like it anyway. So like if it loses value, I enjoy it as a collector. If it goes up in value, maybe I can sell it for a profit. But that's like, I don't know. That's sort of my
not like the purpose
strategy.
of getting it.
Yeah. I think there's other, not financial advice, but there's other spaces in the cryptos. If you're into finance, like go to DeFi. Like there's stuff that exists outside of the
Yeah.
NFT and the gaming space that's like a way better financial investment. But I'm not an expert on that stuff, so I will not advise you on it. Do we want to do another race? We still have 3 left, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I can pop up another one.
And then I think I'm about ready to eat some dinner myself.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry. I was about to say the same.
Thanks for staying on so long for us. Your second stream of the day, right?
Now, I like. I mean, my end goal is to basically end up on stream all day. So
You're getting
like
closer.
yeah, getting closer. I mean, it's still kind of just crazy to me that I stream at all. I remember, like, before getting into any of this, like, while I was in university, I kept telling myself I was going to start streaming gaming, but just never felt good enough at any game to actually start streaming. But I think it's really fun.
That's how I sort of felt too. I started doing it over I started streaming Sea of Thieves over like the pandemic. So it's just like, I'm already playing this game like 8 hours a day, like a full-time job. Why not share it with the world? I wasn't even good at it. I didn't have people watch me either, but like because I'd done that so much before we got in the NFT space, it was just like kind of easy to hop into. And we'd also been like streaming on Discord and stuff, like just internally with like Mark, Max, my brother, and myself. We'd play Sea of Thieves and stream it on Discord, and people would hop in the voice chat and look at it. But like it wasn't until this space where people actually watched our stuff. It's like, holy crap, 20 people are watching. I remember when we had like the first time we had 20 viewers, it was insane. Now like that would be on the low end of how many people are watching our stuff. So
yeah, when we were playing Sea of Thieves, it would be like, oh man, we have 3.
Nice. 3 of them, and 2 of them were us watching our own stream, like on another device.
Yeah, my friend started streaming, and I came into his stream, and there were 4 people there, and this was like almost 2 years ago, and there were 4 people there, and I was like, whoa, there's 4 people here, and he was like, oh, I have it open on 3 other devices. I was like, oh, so you mean I'm the only one here?
There's a lot of people just streaming on Twitch to nobody. I learned that too when I started looking through the other people streaming. I was like, oh, there's just a lot of lonely people like me hoping people will come and talk to them online while playing video games.
I feel like Twitch should have like it just randomly highlights like one person that has no viewers to the top every once in a while. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah, or Sammy Snake will raid someone with 1 viewer and then try to get them to sign up for a wax wallet.
That's what we should do. They get like 50 people in their chat, all like spamming them with different links of NFTs to buy and how to set up their wallet.
I think he had to like tell them to stop harassing that person at one point because people went too far. But
so he was actually doing that.
Yeah, he actually went and raided someone who had 1 or no viewers, and then like everybody in the chat was like, "Hey, like sign up for a wax wallet. We'll send you free NFTs." He's like, "What are NFTs like?" And they just like harassed him until he signed up for a wax wallet. But I wasn't there for that, but I've heard the legends throughout the Twitch chat. Also, I don't know if we said out loud !race if you'd like to enter this giveaway for our last 3 CryptoMonkey packs of the evening. And thank you to the viewers for joining us and having a good chill. Probably won't be the last time you see us. I'm sure we're going to be doing gaming together in the future.
We do more gaming because that gives me a reason to not be working.
I want to do like an NFT. Like if we can get a bunch of like NFT gaming groups together to do like a big Fall Guys one, I think that'd be fun because you can do like the private rooms now with up to 60 people. So I don't know if there's interest.
That would be pretty fun. Do like a giveaway tournament for Fall Guys.
Yeah, whoever wins, if you would have everybody's wax wallet, you would actually win an NFT. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Man, that would be. I'm actually pretty good at Fall Guys, so I feel like better about my chances of winning that than like Hacksball or something.
I think the poker one is probably my favorite giveaway to enter.
Eric Yoda said, I must admit, I was part of that. We managed to get the dude to create a wax wallet, and he immediately locked himself out of it. He probably like 2F8'd and then like deleted his 2F8 thing or something.
Yeah. Because isn't it it's just gone if you delete it on your phone, unless you have it like. Yeah,
you need to back up your like login to the Authy or whatever authorization account you use, or that will just be gone. I'm not good at FIFA AMJ. I'm not good at most sports games. Maybe like NFL Blitz. or
NFL Blitz. That's a deep cut.
I could probably beat you in FIFA 93 on Sega Genesis, but not any FIFAs that have been released in the last 20 years.
Oh man,
Aging
Lewis
myself
is
there.
very good at Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I remember that.
I like rhythm games. I used to play like Flash Revolution as well, which is like the finger version of Dance Dance Revolution.
You know, most people that I know that are actually like can play real musical instruments are absolutely awful at Rock Band and Guitar Hero. You were one of the exceptions that you're good at both real instruments.
I wasn't that good at music until after. Like Rock Band taught me how to play the drums pretty much. Like I had a year of drum lessons when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and then my drum teacher had a heart attack. But I never got past doing a paradiddle, which is like just a super simple snare drum thing. So I never actually learned how to play the drums. But through Rock Band, like I played drums in I was about to say his full name, but Cutlass Montgomery's his punk band. I played drums in his Misfits cover band for like a Halloween party, and I learned how to play drums by playing Rock Band. Like I'd never really learned how to play drums, so it's like if you can play expert drums in that game, you're moving your hands in all the places. You just need to know which drums to place them on, but you're doing all the physical movements. Guitar, on the other
drums
hand,
and keys are pretty dead on.
Those ones transfer
guitar,
a lot
nothing at all.
better
That
than the
doesn't help
guitar.
you.
Like, okay, how do I transfer my skill of hitting the green button to a string?
But I was also very good at the guitar, so I don't know. I really liked that game. I played a shit ton of it too. I 5 gold starred every single song in Rock Band 1 on Expert on guitar, including Greengrass High Tides. I think I did the same thing
That's a good one.
in Rock Band 2. I beat Jordan in Rock Band 1. I beat Through the Fire and Flames in Guitar Hero 3. I don't know what the hard one... Or no, I think Jordan was on Guitar Hero 2. I don't think Guitar Hero 1 even had hard songs.
I've actually watched a few Twitch streams of people playing Guitar Hero or Rock Band. Those are actually pretty entertaining for me just because I played the crap out of those games when we were young. And so, like, it definitely, like, I can respect the level of skill it takes. So those are one of the few Twitch streams I actually watch outside of the crypto space.
That was like my every weekend when from like 10 to 18 probably was Rock Band. I was never very good, but my uncle was really good. He was like ranked top 50 in keys.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. Like he would just like for like 3 hours a day would just go ham. It was like his stress relief from work.
That's awesome.
It's a fun game. Like I like the Beatles one, the Beatles Rock Band. It wasn't even hard, but I just like the Beatles music. So that one's like that one. They also added vocal harmonies, so you could have 3 singers and they could hit different notes, and you could get bonus if you hit the harmonies. Like, which
That's pretty cool.
I learned none of my friends could sing. I'd like walk downstairs and you could only hear the voices and all the instruments be gone. It's just everybody singing wildly out of key, trying to harmonize with each other. I was like, ooh, this is what my parents are hearing downstairs. Like, this is we are not good as good as we think we are in our heads.
Like dead on the singing, like. And like to Rock Band, you can just like hum and get a perfect score.
I don't know how they measured it, but it's not that accurate.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to demoralize people that no one would ever sing.
Yeah. And like the easy mode, you just like have to make noise into the mic and it counts.
Pretty much.
Literally open your mouth. Boom. You passed.
Yeah. A+.
It makes me want to play it now. I think we got rid of all of our extra controllers. Like we used to have the drum kit and then a couple guitars and stuff, but I think we might have lost that on our move. That's what always happens with that stuff for me is like keep moving from apartment to apartment, just don't have space for it. And it's like, how often do I really play Rock Band that I need all this crap in my closet?
Yeah. We still have ours hung up at home.
Nice. I always end up just rebuying it all and then like playing it for like a week and then being like, yeah, the novelty wore off, and then the same thing happens like a year later.
I'm like a mega hoarder, so I just never get rid of anything.
I would
it drives
be
my family crazy, but
if I had more space in Los Angeles. Like if I had the room, but rent is so expensive, it's like I'm literally paying money every month to store my crap. So it's like at a certain point, it's like cheaper to just rebuy it later than have the prime real estate. I also have a bunch of music shit. That's the other thing. Is if I wasn't a musician with like a functional recording studio in my bedroom, I'd probably have more gaming stuff. But that stuff kind of takes priority as far as my collecting goes. I can show. Why not show it off?
Oh man, these cars are just dropping like flies immediately.
this is honestly the worst it's gotten.
Bunch of guitars down there. Oh, there's my bed. I've got a studio rack right here. This is a bunch of audio engineering equipment. I've got, studio monitors, a couple guitars. That's also just one. I have so much more all around LA. Like every time I move and it gets smaller, I just have to keep dumping it in different studios. So I have like 2 studios of overflow equipment, but all my good stuff I keep in my work studio.
There you go, Lou. There just needs to be an ! Weed command, and then like when people do that, you can just take a rip.
If only it was that easy. If you could connect to my vaporizer and do that command for me, that'd be great. It'd save me some time.
Do you have to like prep it or anything, or?
It has like a phone app or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I actually have it open right now. That's how far I go from it. And you pick the temperature you want, and you can like preset how long each temperature goes, and then it just preheats and it'll vibrate when it's heated. Let's see. Prof for Free says play a little bit of your music for us. I can put a YouTube link, but I don't have a way to play audio right now.
Oh man, does my mic quality suck? I have no idea. I don't listen to these things, or is it just
Yours
not as good as Lewis?
It's considerably worse. The headset mics are worse than, like, Max and I sound better than you on our stream.
Well, yeah, so we've actually talked about that, about getting like mic sets and arm stands like they have for each of us too, since they live together, so they have all that stuff offhand. But I am working on getting better quality stuff. But I honestly had no idea my shit was worse. But I just don't have the full blown like straight up mic, the whole 9 kind of thing. But it's actually pretty easy to get this set up.
Mine's like so echoey, or I need to get stuff on the walls. Also, thank you, MJ Doja, for the rate. This rate is 33 people.
AMJ, I will do a music stream at some point. It's just hard. Our stream schedule is so busy with interviews and stuff. There's not a lot of Lewis solo days to just be dicking around in Logic or whatever. But I can put some
everyone
time
got spoiled that one time when you went to go visit your family and we didn't have the music in the background like we normally do, so you just got bored and played guitar into the microphone. I think everyone got spoiled on that. Is clamoring for more.
So I posted a YouTube link. That's my band, the Gyrating Hips. It's a Los Angeles-based recording project, and that song I posted should be releasing through Yoshi Drops like sometime in the next month or so. I don't really know what the release schedule is, but they have announced they're releasing it. They have not announced when they're releasing it. So
Badger has had this thing stuck on him for like half the race. Oh, a piece of the map. Oh, is there another person? Oh.
Someone's coming up the rear here eventually. They're not going to make it.
No.
Cash Perta Ghost also wants to know if we know any cool games that are coming out soon. Chicken Derby we talked about earlier. It's not out yet. That's on Ether. But yeah, no, I keep hearing. I mean, I guess NFT Battle Miners isn't out either. That's coming out soon. All the games that are coming out soon are really expensive to get into now, though, because that's sort of how the release cycle works. Especially like the way wax drops are going now is like there's whitelisted pre-sales, but it just like the price gets massively inflated for all the items to get on the whitelist if you want to participate in the sale, and then like by the time you're hearing about it, it's already too late to buy in. Normally, at least, like that's how it feels for me. For like NFT Battle Miners, like like to get enough stake, even just to like buy their pack drop, I'm gonna spend like $100. Citadel of Machines comes out tomorrow. I haven't heard of that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then someone mentioned Wrath of Tezca earlier. I honestly haven't looked into that much, but I've heard other people talk about it, so I can't give much insight to it. But that's a name that gets floated around.
NFT Ballers is also a good project. I don't know if y'all know much about that.
I don't know that. Is that through Nefty, or is that just the same word?
Same word. I don't know how much the courts actually cost. They're doing their like land whitelist is the actual courts. And they model a lot of them after like actual like historical courts around the world. It's pretty cool.
Wait, are we talking like basketball courts?
Like basketball courts, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
It's only $935.
Yeah, only
for the low cost of $935 US.
But I mean, it's going to be like a huge part of the game, so it makes sense.
Actually. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm so used to like packs to where like the packs, the rarity level kind of knocks the price down from that. But if they're all sort of the same, then it makes sense that they would be that expensive.
There's a lot of basketball players, like NBA players, that are really into NFTs. So I could totally see something that is related to that. Like athletes as a whole definitely gravitate towards NFTs just because you can kind of own your likeness, which gets exploited a lot in the sports world. But particularly basketball, I feel like there's a lot of prominent players that are really engaged in like particularly Ethereum projects, but in the NFT space as a whole. So it is kind of cool to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they gravitated towards games like that. Not financial advice, but there's one called like Chibi Dinos that's on Ethereum that I've just loosely read about, and they basically you like own. It's like an avatar generative one, but they build that into a game eventually. So they say
wrecking people,
and they have captains of each of these different teams because all the dinos have like different jerseys, and then they've reached out to basketball players like NBA players to be captains of each of these teams. So they've actually had a decent bit of follow through on that. But there's like 6 or 7 like not like third string like water boy basketball players by any means, like legit basketball players that are like the captains of these teams. So that's kind of a cool combining of worlds for sure.
There's also Wax Arena's about to launch their game. That one's coming out soon. They've been doing drops for a while, so it's not like new, but the gameplay is going to be coming out soon, which I'm excited for. Let's see. Baggy Hodler got some Buster Scrolls. Rocket, etc. I think is his name. Got 3 Flag Bearer Scrolls, and Breaker got 20 gold. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm curious with Immersis particularly because I forget if Lou mentioned that earlier about the ability for creators like us to like create assets for them to then put into the game to be as templates that players can craft. So you as a creator can create, like we could create neon weapons or whatever, and there would be a blueprint to craft that within the Immersis ecosystem. They would get the tools and then make it, and then can run around with like neon weapons. And I think as a creator, you get some sort of commission for that too, which incentivizes. But then you could, I'm curious within the Immersis world, how much collections could build kind of cursory games or engagement kind of stuff with that kind of foundation, because then you don't really need to do all the legwork to create something from the ground up, but you have something that gives you at least a bunch of jumping off points to mess around with.
I think it's gonna be really cool to see what gets built there.
Someone's talking to NBA Jam in the chat. Man. That's another sports game that I could probably beat you at. I had a Sega Genesis, and I played a lot of NBA Jam. Usually played Supersonics. Got who is it? It's
Rest in peace, Sonics.
It's Peyton and Kemp. That was the good team.
Yeah, Sean Kemp owns a bunch of dispensaries here in Seattle now. So his post-basketball career, he sells weed now.
If you fouled out, then you had to play with Detlef Schrempf, the big, tall, white dude. But you only did that if you fouled out the good guys. He was like always the backup. And he was surprisingly good at shooting threes for being a tall guy who normally doesn't shoot good threes in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I like that game a lot, though. They used to have that at, do you remember Glow in Bellingham, the nightclub? They had an NBA Jam like in their upstairs arcade area.
Oh, no way. Yeah. That's awesome.
I play that sometimes.
Oh, man.
What do these scrolls do?
The scrolls, here, let me show you really quick. So these scrolls, it's how you upgrade your characters. So like there are levels. In each level, they get better hit points and damage. And if you don't have, like this one, I don't have 5 yet. It's locked. You unlock them when you get 5. And then as you get the more you level up their attributes. So like Yamster, who keeps popping in here, is level 20 dudes, and they just like do 5 times the amount of damage as anybody else. So like if you really play a lot and level your guys up, you can really like help carry with a stronger unit. Let's see if I can buy some. Show it.
I've got one that I can unlock, the Berserker.
Oh, nice. I have Berserker, so I'll do that. Purchase Berserker Scrolls, and then you go to your army, and then boom, I can unlock him. And then I could play some next round if I wanted to. Let's see. Is anybody else streaming right now? You can
just buy meat sticks too?
Metastech is streaming. He typically does a boatload of marbles, so get right into him if you're so inclined.
Yeah, let me...
he definitely has we were talking earlier about marbles being kind of more difficult than it looks to navigate smoothly while you're as the streamer. And Menestech's really good. He definitely has it down to a science.
So how do you
Although,
spell it?
Here I can copy it in the private chat.
Oh, I see.
But then again, I say that, and someone mentioned that he was like streaming for like 20 minutes and he was on mute and had no idea. So he was just talking nonstop for 20 minutes and never quite got.
His voice stuff is newer because he didn't used to stream with voice chat at all. It's just music and marbles. So like him doing webcam and voice stuff is newer.
Yeah,
That's definitely something I would do is forget to turn my microphone on. Like I'll leave it muted all the time and try to talk, and everybody like I'll be in a meeting and I'll go through like half the meeting trying to talk to somebody that's just, I think they're responding to me, but it's just like coincidental.
Yeah, then you get kind of pissed off, like this prick. I'm just giving such good insight here, and not giving me anything. Oh man, yeah. So the YouTube link is Lewis's band, the Gyrating Hips. For the Neon Space NFTs, all the neon rarities have music to them that is also composed by Lewis here. So if you like the Gyrating Hips, you would like Neon Space NFTs as well. Although you definitely fit it into the theme of like vaporwave kind of style music. So definitely very synth heavy when you're doing the Neon Space stuff. So it fits the bill.
Yeah, I like to imagine Neon City's like a post-apocalyptic Matrix rave. That's just sort of the vibe. Like everyone's doing hard drugs, and it's a post-apocalypse, and that's the music. That's the zone I try to get into when I'm making the music. So it's real grimy. It's real electronic.
Like imagine that third Matrix movie, and they're all in that like underground rave in Zion, and it's really weird and kind of an awkward scene.
That's
but
pretty much
definitely...
Neon City. Those are the citizens of Neon City, and they're just having a good time. But I'm also inspired by like 80s music and weirdly slowing down Chipmunks music. That's something we'll have to get into in another stream. But yeah, like slowing down the Chipmunks, they sing at half speed and they speed it up, so the music goes to normal tempo and their voice goes twice as fast. But if you slow it down to half speed, you can hear what they were actually singing at, but then the music is all warped. And I like that sound, which is very similar to how they make a vaporwave. That's a quick way to explain that.
Yeah, well, you have those deep cuts too on your YouTube channel of the Simpsons wave stuff.
Oh yeah, I made Simpsons wave after I got into vaporwave and slowing down stuff. Those actually, some of those videos have like 15, 20,000 views. They're like some of the most popular stuff I've done, which is pretty devastating to my ego since I made them in like 20 minutes and then I spend like months working on like my original music and like put my heart into the lyrics and stuff, and people don't want to listen to it. But they like when I fucking loop the Simpsons and make vaporwave out of that. But
it's such a weird genre, like it, and you like there's a whole like subculture to it as far as like it like fitting the theme of the scene that you do and like doing the video editing to make the Simpsons clip look all weird and kind of like, you know, space agey kind of stuff. It's very fascinating to me. But there's a crap ton of people that like that stuff.
There's a lot of weird stuff on the internet.
Yeah, that's a good way to loop it all in.
Yeah, thanks
way,
for joining
NFTs,
us, everybody.
stuff on the internet.
I think we just posted our Discord if anybody wants to catch our future streams. We do marbles every day, NFT giveaways if you want to get some more Crypto Monkey signs. If you're not following us, and also NFT Gamer TV, do that on Twitch. I think we're going to raid over to Menestech. Thanks so much for having us, Sonika.
Yeah, thanks for showing up and for chatting with me.
And have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Fairly well.